Well, howdy. Welcome to the Double M Farm. Was thinking I haven't made a video in quite a while because quite honestly I haven't really had a reason to. I don't make videos unless I feel like I've got something interesting or at least something somebody might find interesting, and most of the people who follow this channel follow it because of the Harbor Freight trencher. No one's really interested in watching me feed the goats or rake the yard or do any number of other things. And so it's January 2023. Right now the Harbor Freight trencher has been put under the shed for the winter, but it'll be coming back out pretty soon, hopefully. It's the middle of January, and we're going to have a few projects. Thought I'd give you a rundown of what we'll be doing this year with the Harbor Freight trencher. One of the projects, we got to clean out this catch basin. You can see the overflow pipe right there. The basin is up flush with the pipe. So I got to dig this out. I'll put Dumpy right there and load Dumpy and go dump the dirt somewhere else. And that's one project. These are in no particular order. These are just some things that have got to be done and things I'll be doing with the trencher. So maybe if you see a project here you think, oh yeah, I want to see that, you'll know to be on the lookout for it. Right outside the rear gate where our creek is, I'm going to be digging this creek out right here. It's got a big curve in it, big S curve right there. It doesn't really show up on camera, but when we get a big rain it slows the water down and it comes up almost to the fence. So I'm going to straighten that out. I'm going to dig that out. It's going to be a little challenging because I don't have a lot of room outside the fence, between the fence and the creek. So I'm not sure how I'm going to dig it and load the dirt and get it all done without caving in and falling into the creek. So that'll be a fun little project, I'm sure. We'll get to that one whenever we can. There's the cabin. And then one I'm really looking forward to getting done is this is my little shooting range right here. And I'm really looking forward to redoing this. It's a hill, and I'm going to dig this out, down, and that way make it more of a straight cliffside. And then I've got an old swing frame that you can see off in the distance right there. I'm going to bring that over here when I get that dug out and put some chain on it and hang some steel targets. And maybe we can do a few more shooting videos with some of our guns. So I'm really looking forward to that project. Oh, another one, while I'm right here, it's going to be a big time project, I think, is this old piece of woods road coming down the hill. You can see the rain's kind of washed it out, but I'm going to widen this and then ditch both sides and throw the dirt in the middle and pack it and make a road and then rock it. So then I'll have a complete circle drive down here at the bottom end of the farm. So that's another project I'll be doing with the Harbor Freight trencher. Let's see, I've got them written down. That's the catch basin and the creek and the road and the gun range. I'm going to also be working on the pond. The pond has another leak, and I'm going to have to get in there and dig out the spillway. Didn't get a core dug on one side of the spillway like I should have, and it has leaked down. So I'm going to have to re-dig that, dig it out, and get that taken care of. Also, back in the back corner back there where the road goes around the pond and through the woods, I'm going to have to finish building that road. So that's another project we'll be doing with the trencher. He says as he tries to walk back up the hill and give out a breath. And so those are just some of the projects. Let's see, what else have I got on my list here? The woods road, the catch basin, the gun range. Yeah, that leaves the biggest project coming up for this year. I hope I get to it this year. I'm going to dig a root cellar / storm shelter, fallout shelter. The way things are going politically, we may need the fallout shelter more than anything else. I'm not sure where yet I'm going to dig it. I've got several hillsides here that I could dig it in. I could dig it in behind the workshop in that slope. I could dig it in that hill under those trees somewhere. Need to pick a spot. I'd really like to put it over here, but I'm figuring I'm going to have an awful lot of roots to go through there. So I just haven't decided yet where, but I'm going to dig out the side of one of these hills to make a storm shelter and fallout shelter, root shelter, whatever you want to call it. And I haven't decided yet how I'm going to wall it. I'm thinking I may do something similar to my little grease pit here that I dug. Just dug out this side and then framed it, put roofing felt on the outside and walled it up. I may just do something just like that, only larger, and then I'll have to come up with some type of roof to put on it. I guess I could just use boarded roof and put roofing felt and plastic on top of it. Not sure how long it would last, but heck, I'm 70 years old. If it lasts if it lasts a few years, that'll be long enough for me. So that's another possibility, but that's something we'll definitely be working on with the trencher. And I think the two biggest ones will probably be redoing the spillway on the pond and digging the storm root shelter. And of course, building those two roads is going to be a pretty good project too. I've been real busy this month. This is January. I don't know if I've said that. January of 23. It's been a busy new year. Marie, my wife, came down with COVID, and I've been spending the last 2 weeks taking care of her. And it's been tough. She's been very, very sick. I had COVID back in 2020 when it first started. And this time I haven't caught it. I've been in the house with her for 2 weeks. And I'm not telling anyone else what to do. But what I did, and it has worked, I don't know what else would have helped, but I'm assuming that's what helped. I took, every night before I went to bed, I took a Mucinex DM 12-hour capsule and a Tylenol PM every night before I've gone to bed for the past 2 weeks that I've been taking care of her, and I haven't caught COVID. Now again, I had it before. Maybe I've still got antibodies. I don't know. And I'm not saying that's why I haven't caught it. I'm just saying that's what I did, and I haven't caught COVID. So take it for what it's worth. I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV, and I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn. So anyhow, that's where we've been. Also, doing better with my back. I've had a few people ask about that. Never did pass a kidney stone, so we still couldn't figure out why I was having so much back pain. Turns out an orthopedic surgeon who specializes in spines looked at my MRI and found that I have some pretty bad arthritis in the bottom 3 vertebrae of my back and a lot of inflammation. So he put me on some anti-inflammatories, and within 3 or 4 days I started feeling better, and now I'm feeling like my old self. So I'm not sure where that's going to lead. I'm not sure if I'm being overly positive on all these projects I want to get done this year. So if my back holds out and my wife stays healthy, and hopefully now, as she's getting healthy, she got dressed today for the first time. She's been in pajamas for the past 2 weeks. So she got dressed today for the first time in 2 weeks and is doing much better. So hopefully we'll have her out here. She's been, of course, taking care of her elderly mother, but we've had to keep them isolated away from each other. We've got her mother at her house, and Marie's here with me. So we're trying to get everybody healthy and happy and going again, and hopefully we'll be back on track and making more videos, and hopefully somebody will find them interesting. I've had several people thank me for the Harbor Freight Trencher videos. They seem to be the most popular of all the videos on our channel. And I've had people say, man, you just know everything about these. You're an expert. No, man, no, I ain't no. I appreciate the kind word, but I ain't no expert. I'm just an old man who's made a ton of mistakes, and I try to learn from them and then share them with others, so hopefully they don't make the same mistake. There ain't no magic to it. There ain't no special knowledge to it. I'm just a redneck hillbilly. So I don't want to ramble, but just wanted to update everyone on where we are and what we're going to be doing. This is my 3rd attempt at this video, and I tried to show each project, upcoming project, and then pause the camera and move to the next project so it wouldn't be as boring. But my camera kept screwing up. Every time I'd pause it, I would lose what I had paused on. So I said, well, to hell with it. I'm just going to make a long 10-minute boring video without pausing and jumping from one to the other. And maybe, who knows, I may just save up some money and go buy a better camera and quit having all these screw-ups and have a little better quality on the videos. But the main part of the whole thing is to have a video with some information in it. So that's the only reason I do this. And if you get entertained too, well, that's just a bonus. So I appreciate you visiting me here on the sick and back infected, cold and windy Double M farm, and hopefully you'll be looking forward to watching me and following along on some of these upcoming projects. So look forward to seeing you here again soon, and we'll talk to you again real soon.